Did you know your bedroom could be silently poisoning you with radiation that's especially dangerous for anyone over 65? These common items sitting just inches from where you sleep are emitting harmful frequencies all night long, exactly when your aging body is most vulnerable to their effects. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 most dangerous radiation sources that could be next to your bed right now, and show you the simple changes to protect yourself tonight before permanent damage occurs. Now let's dive into these 5 dangerous items that could be affecting your health right now. Number 1. Digital alarm clocks. That innocent-looking digital alarm clock on your nightstand could be one of the most dangerous items in your bedroom, especially if you're over 65. Did you know it emits electromagnetic radiation 24 hours a day, just inches from your brain and vital organs? Are you unknowingly exposing yourself to this radiation every single night? Research from the International Institute of Building Biology and Ecology has revealed that digital alarm clocks emit electromagnetic frequencies, EMF, that can severely disrupt sleep patterns, lower melatonin production, and significantly weaken the immune system. Dr. Samuel Wilson, Director of Environmental Medicine at the Institute, explains, digital clocks produce a constant electromagnetic field that's particularly harmful to seniors. As we age, our cellular repair mechanisms become less efficient, making adults over 65 up to 3 times more vulnerable to radiation damage than younger adults. This radiation exposure is especially concerning during sleep, when the body should be repairing and regenerating. And take the case of Evelyn, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. For nearly 5 years, she suffered from persistent insomnia and severe morning headaches that multiple doctors couldn't explain. No matter how early she went to bed, Evelyn would wake up feeling like she hadn't slept at all. I tried everything, she recalls, sleep medications, changing my diet, even meditation. Nothing helped. D. After reading about EMF radiation, Evelyn noticed her digital alarm clock sat just 12 inches from her head every night. As a simple experiment, she replaced it with a battery-operated analog clock. Within just 4 days, she was sleeping soundly through the night for the first time in years and waking up without headaches. It was like a miracle, Evelyn says. Something so simple made such a dramatic difference in my quality of life. Here's what you need to do immediately. Replace your digital alarm clock with a battery-operated analog clock tonight. If you must use a digital clock, move it at least 6 feet away from your bed, not on your nightstand where its radiation can directly affect your brain all night. For optimal safety, choose a traditional wind-up alarm clock that requires no electricity at all. This simple change could dramatically improve your sleep quality and reduce your exposure to harmful radiation starting tonight. Why risk another night of unnecessary radiation exposure when the solution is so simple? Number 2. Wireless routers and Wi-Fi devices. Is your Wi-Fi router in or near your bedroom? This constant source of wireless radiation could be damaging your brain and heart while you sleep, when your body is most vulnerable to its effects. Have you ever wondered why you might wake up feeling foggy or with a headache, even after a full night's rest? Neurologists at UCLA Medical Center have documented that Wi-Fi routers emit pulsed radio frequency radiation that can penetrate the blood-brain barrier, particularly in older adults whose protective mechanisms have naturally weakened with age. Dr. Jennifer Klein, leading neurologist at the center's EMF research department, warns the blood-brain barrier is our body's critical defense system that prevents harmful substances from reaching the brain. Our research shows that prolonged exposure to Wi-Fi radiation can compromise this barrier, potentially allowing toxins to reach brain tissue. For seniors, whose barriers are already more permeable, this presents a significant health risk that may contribute to cognitive decline, memory issues, and disrupted sleep patterns. Consider what happened to Stanley, a 71-year-old retired engineer from Michigan. Always tech-savvy, Stanley kept his wireless router on his bedroom dresser for convenience, just 8 feet from where he slept. Over several months, he began experiencing worsening memory problems, frequent confusion, and irregular heartbeats that concerned his family. His cardiologist, familiar with emerging research on EMF exposure, suggested removing all wireless devices from his bedroom. Initially, I was skeptical, Stanley admits. It seemed too simple to make any real difference. Yet 3 weeks after moving his router to his home office downstairs, his heart rhythm had normalized, and his family noticed significant improvements in his memory and mental clarity. His doctor was amazed at the transformation, noting that Stanley's cognitive test scores had improved by nearly 30%. Here's how to protect yourself today. Move your Wi-Fi router as far from your bedroom as possible, ideally to another floor or the opposite end of your home. Even better, use a simple timer to automatically shut off your Wi-Fi at night when you're sleeping. You don't need internet while you rest anyway. If possible, consider switching to wired internet connections using Ethernet cables, especially in your bedroom. These simple changes can dramatically reduce your overnight radiation exposure, giving your brain and body the chance to truly recover during sleep. Why continue flooding your bedroom with unnecessary radiation when the solution is this straightforward? Make this change today. Your brain deserves protection. Number 3. Plug-in air fresheners and ionizers. Those plug-in air fresheners promising to keep your bedroom smelling clean might actually be filling your sleeping space with toxic radiation and dangerous chemicals that directly attack your respiratory system and brain. Could your attempt to freshen your bedroom be silently harming your health? Pulmonologists at Johns Hopkins University have found that electric air fresheners emit both electromagnetic radiation and chemical particles that, when combined, create a particularly hazardous exposure for seniors. Dr. Robert Chen, pulmonary specialist and lead researcher, explains, "These devices are problematic on 2 levels. First, they emit constant electromagnetic fields while plugged in. Second, they release chemical compounds that, when inhaled during sleep, when breathing is deeper and more sustained, can irritate the lungs and respiratory passages. Our research shows these devices can reduce lung function by up to 23% in adults over 65 after just 30 days of nightly exposure, with effects becoming increasingly severe over time." Virginia, a 77-year-old widow from Florida, used plug-in air fresheners in every room of her house, including right next to her bed. "I loved how they made my house smell," she says. "I never imagined they could be dangerous." After developing a persistent cough and difficulty breathing that multiple doctors couldn't diagnose, Virginia's daughter removed all the air fresheners while Virginia was visiting for a week. The improvement was almost immediate. "By the 3rd night without those air fresheners, I was breathing normally again," Virginia recalls. Upon returning home, she replaced the electric air fresheners with natural alternatives and reported feeling like a different person within days. Her pulmonologist was amazed at how quickly her lung function improved once the radiation and chemical exposure was eliminated. Here's what you need to do right now. Unplug and remove all electric air fresheners from your bedroom immediately. Instead, use natural alternatives that won't expose you to radiation or harmful chemicals. Place small bowls of baking soda around your room to absorb odors, or use cotton balls with a few drops of essential oil, kept away from your bed, to provide gentle fragrance. Natural sachets of dried lavender or cedar are other excellent options. These alternatives eliminate radiation exposure while still keeping your bedroom fresh and pleasant. Is a synthetic fragrance really worth compromising your respiratory health and exposing yourself to constant radiation? Make this simple change tonight. Number 4. Charging smartphones and tablets. Is your smartphone charging on your nightstand right now? This common bedtime habit exposes your brain to concentrated radiation all night long, exactly when your cells are trying to repair and rejuvenate. Are you allowing this radiation to potentially accelerate your cellular aging while you sleep? Research from the National Institute of Aging has found that sleeping near charging electronic devices creates a perfect storm of radiation exposure. The device itself emits EMF radiation, while the charging process significantly amplifies the magnetic field. Dr. William Patel, senior researcher at the Institute, explains, when electronic devices charge, they generate a substantially stronger electromagnetic field than when they're simply powered on. This creates a concentrated radiation zone extending several feet from the charging device. Our studies indicate this nightly radiation exposure may accelerate cellular aging by up to 40% in adults over 65, potentially affecting everything from cognitive function to cardiovascular health. Thomas, a 69-year-old retired professor from Arizona, charged his smartphone next to his bed every night for years. It was convenient for checking the time and using it as my alarm, he explains. But he gradually began experiencing ringing in his ears, frequent headaches, and deteriorating sleep quality that left him exhausted during the day. His physician, concerned about his symptoms, recommended charging his phone in another room. I was resistant at first, Thomas admits. It seemed like such a small thing. But within just 10 days of making this change, his symptoms had improved dramatically, and his sleep tracker showed a 62% improvement in deep sleep quality. I had no idea something as simple as where I charged my phone could have such a profound impact on my health. Take action tonight. Never charge your smartphone, tablet, or any electronic device in your bedroom, especially overnight. Set up a dedicated charging station in another room of your house. Your kitchen, office, or living room are all better options. If you need an alarm, invest in a battery-powered alarm clock instead of using your phone. If you absolutely must have your phone nearby, keep it in airplane mode while you sleep to minimize radiation emission. Remember, the quality of your sleep directly impacts every aspect of your health. Is checking your phone one last time before bed worth compromising your cellular health and sleep quality? Make this change tonight for immediate benefits. Number 5. Electric blankets and heating pads. That cozy electric blanket keeping you warm could actually be bathing your entire body in harmful radiation, potentially damaging your organs and disrupting your cellular function throughout the night. Have you considered that your solution for staying warm might be compromising your health? Electromagnetic field specialists at the Environmental Medicine Research Institute have documented that electric blankets create a concentrated electromagnetic field that surrounds your entire body for hours at a time. Dr. Elizabeth Foster, the Institute's research director, warns, electric blankets are particularly concerning because they place the radiation source in direct contact with the body for extended periods. Unlike other devices that might be several feet away, electric blankets envelop your entire body in an electromagnetic field. Our research indicates this prolonged whole-body exposure may increase inflammation markers by up to 35% in seniors and potentially contribute to heart arrhythmias, disrupted sleep cycles, and joint pain. Dorothy, a 75-year-old retiree from Minnesota, used her electric blanket every night during winter months. Living in a cold climate, I thought it was the perfect solution, she says. But she began experiencing unexplained joint pain, disrupted sleep, and heart palpitations that worried her family. Her cardiologist, concerned about EMF exposure, suggested she stop using the electric blanket. Dorothy was skeptical but willing to try anything. She switched to a down comforter and flannel sheets, and the results surprised her. Within 3 weeks, my joint pain had almost disappeared. I was sleeping through the night, and the heart palpitations stopped completely, she reports. Her follow-up tests showed significant improvement in her inflammatory markers and heart rhythm. Here's how to protect yourself immediately. Replace electric blankets and heating pads with safer alternatives tonight. Layer natural materials like wool, down, or flannel for warmth without radiation exposure. If you must pre-warm your bed, use a hot water bottle or warm your sheets with a non-electric blanket warmer, then remove it before sleeping. For chronic pain that requires heat, apply a heated rice or flax bag that's been warmed in the microwave rather than using a plug-in heating pad. These simple changes eliminate a major source of whole-body radiation exposure while still keeping you comfortable. Is temporary warmth worth exposing your entire body to radiation for 8 hours every night? Make this change before your next sleep. These 5 bedroom items, digital alarm clocks, Wi-Fi routers, electric air fresheners, charging electronics, and electric blankets, could be silently damaging your health every night as you sleep. The radiation they emit is particularly harmful for anyone over 65, whose cells are more vulnerable to damage and less efficient at repair. By making these simple changes to eliminate radiation sources from your bedroom, you can create a safer sleep sanctuary that allows your body to truly rest, recover, and rejuvenate. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes that protect your health, and these straightforward adjustments could make a dramatic difference in how you feel, starting from your very next night's sleep. If this video opened your eyes to hidden dangers in your bedroom, please hit the like button and subscribe for more potentially life-saving health information. Leave a comment below, sharing which of these radiation-emitting items you have in your bedroom right now. Your experience might help someone else recognize a health risk. Share this video with loved ones over 65, as eliminating these radiation sources could make a remarkable difference in their health and longevity.